Hey everybody, it's the Fuzz! So, for this upcoming series of videos, I'm gonna be covering the IVIA, however you say that, cup. I'm sure you remember it from the Sorting Hat stream. The four of us, myself, Jodo, Holyo, and Album, were making up funny little limitations for every player. And from those limitations, each player had to make a deck. There was a really bad card they had to include, so on and so forth. So, as a quick note, my hero was Coronis. It's the only hero, it's the only Coronis hero in that whole list. Since I was the last one, we decided that I would just get one of the heroes nobody had gotten yet, and I got Coronis. There's that. My must include, in fact, why don't I just go into it? This is the deck I end up coming up with. So, Primordial Train is my must include. It's not that bad. It was definitely the least bad must include nature card of all of them by far. Though I have to say, I thought some of the must includes were a little bit too good. For instance, my opponent's must include the albums. He had Eternal Servitude, a card which is not really that bad. You could legitimately put into a deck, but you know, some guys got better heroes, you know, luckier aspect combos, whatever. We're doing this for lols, right? So it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the memes that come out of it. So this first battle was against the album. He had Wisdom, Corruption with Advanced, Darius. So I came up with a kind of like a mid-range-ish list because I was afraid of like really I thought I originally made this deck as aggressive as possible, but then I started thinking, well, cards like Arrow Barrage are gonna be in every single order deck, and there's a bunch of order, so I'm just gonna lose a lot of games to just stuff like that. Not to mention, anyone who has Corruption could just put in Bloodwitch Harpy. As I learned when I play tested it with someone, I'm not gonna spoil their name so that you don't know whose deck it was, but basically this guy had the Bloodwitch Harpy, and well, let's just say that made the matchups really, really hard, and I lost almost every game I played against him, and that made me realize that I can't do it like that. I need to have a deck that can go into the late game a little bit more with some anti-aggro, and basically this is what I got. So I'm not gonna go into very deep detail about this, but just to get an idea, oh, hang on, it's supposed to be 3 tidal waves. Oh, this is the sided version. I'm gonna have to show you the unsided one, because the way this deck works is that after round 1 you're almost certainly sided. So let me return it back to the original version. We should 3 tidal waves and 3 unicorns. In case you're wondering why, one of the restrictions is that we have to run, you have to run at least 10 cards of the second aspect. So I don't really want to run Unicorn and Tidal Wave, and certainly not Treant, but you just have to. So this is the original list, which I submitted to Ivco or whoever. And so from nature, I had to run Treant, and so I needed 6 more cards. I decided to put in Unicorn as an answer to, let's say, Path of Transcendence, or maybe the Odd Grand Reunion, or Namir's Blessing, or something like that. Could put it in the side, but I don't want to be losing round 1 because I didn't have an answer. And Tidal Wave, I really didn't have any other ideas, but it's a useful card. It's a redraw, and you can set back your opponent's defenses, so it's useful. As for the Dominion, which is really the core of the deck, Mind Extortion, you know, it's the only turn 1 play, and seeing their hand is really good. The combo of Vampiric Ashes and Assassin is basically my early game. They're both defensively oriented, but Vampiric Ashes can actually kick a lot of ass later on, since it can hit for 4 damage, 5 if you have Vampirism. Cloning Vats, the late game / draw engine. Soul Flames, removal. And then Prinha is kind of a debatable card. It was actually kind of bad in the test matchup I had, but it's like a good value card, so why not have it? And keep in mind, you can always side out 15 cards. 4 mutants, obviously it's mutant. There's 2 vampires. There's a bunch of vampires in the deck, so playing it immediately on cards like Prinha or Mutant, they immediately get the life bound, so that's nice. And finally, 3 Helms is just your, I don't know, late game / mid game shenanigans. So one thing you'll notice is that the nature cards aren't very good. And indeed, in rounds 2 and 3, you just side out most of this trash. Well, except for your must-include card, which you have to keep. But you can easily side out the unicorns. In fact, in my second round against Album, I did, in fact, side out 3 unicorns and 1 tidal wave and put in 4 assassinates, which is probably what I'll end up doing anyways. As for the sideboard, there's not a lot here. 4 assassinates, which will end up going in there anyways because it's just a good card. 4 Bark Convoy. If I need to hate on artifacts, that's the only option I have, really. And it's not a bad card. And then Landslide, just in case somebody does run a lot of aggro, then Landslide should help keep them at bay. And otherwise, the 4th Helm and 2 Enslaves if I need to push a more control style. If you're up against something like Angels and you need to just start stealing them. So, certainly against Angels, which I suspect Jodo might be running. And if he is, he might be playing around with Namir's Blessing. You need to hit the Namir's Blessing with a spell removal, and then you can steal it. So, yeah. Overall, I think the deck is alright. It should have a decent chance in any matchup, but I've only had the 1 really game with it against Album. That's not much of a sample size. It could have been a fluke. And Album certainly didn't build his deck to be super serious. He just kind of wanted to try out something fun, and it kind of was. But anyways, I hope you enjoy. And based on the brackets, my next opponent will be Vanguard. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. Here we go. Let's see how badly I get crushed. This is probably okay. If he's running crap like Reflectors, then I will definitely need to be honest, we have no idea what he's running. So I don't even know what to get rid of. I guess we'll toss 1 Assassin. He has Corruption, I believe, as his other aspect. Alright. So he's playing a mill deck. Looks like a reanimate deck. Oh, so I could trade this. I'm not really sure if whether or not it's good for me. I could also use Blood-Seeking Mutant. No, I can't do it this turn. We can play Primordial. Or just get a Cloning Vats on the board and start rolling out the value. The question is, do we want him to keep getting cards in his graveyard? I'd guess not, so we should probably kill that. Treant as a 3/3 could be decent. Alright, let's just get it out there, I guess. Alright. I suppose I'm okay with that. That's not exactly a high quality card. I mean, is he gonna trade here? I'm totally fine if he wants to trade here. This is not a very valuable card anyways. He does not trade. What a boss. Probably we don't need 2 Vats probably. 1 should be more than enough. So we're gonna want to Helm for something like his Bezarok, if that's what he's running. I have to assume he is. Yeah, pretty much looks like just a reanimate deck. Except he can't play Parallel Evolution, so he can't do that crap. We can also... What was I gonna say? We can also steal this. Or we're just gonna... take care of that problem. I mean, he used 2 flash freezes to kill it, so it's not like I'd care very much. Flash of... Is he seriously playing a mill deck? If I suppose just Soul Flames this, I can go face. Probably that's gonna be the case. Let's just go SM Orc. Raven is good. This threatens a lot of damage, though. But he's probably going to Hero Power anyways. Let's just get a Raven on the board. We don't need to draw cards, really. I'm mostly concerned with board presence. Here comes the Hero Power. That's fine. We don't need Primordial. That's kind of bad. Do we need the mana is the question. Because this is going to go up level, obviously. Yeah, I might as well go up level with this. It's the most sensible. And we start sacking the dudes pretty soon. I mean, if he's resurrecting this, then that's not so bad. I could even Helmet. The question is, should I? Or Soul Flames. Do I have lethal now? 7. This... No, we don't have lethal in any way. But I should remove this. Now the question is, if I buff it up again, he can flash freeze at end of turn. I'm doing 9 here, putting him at 3. Do I really need to put him at 1? Probably not. Get a Raven on the board instead. So we seem to be doing pretty well. He hasn't milled anything like really good. I assume there's something like Bezarox in there. Maybe it's not a mill deck. Maybe I judged Album too harshly. But I mean, I suppose I can like Helm a Vulture or something and like unmill myself. Well, that's gonna be game over for sure. I have to assume he drew badly. It looks like he just drew really badly. Okay. So, what can I side anything? I mean, I've got Landslide maybe? Maybe Assassinate could be good. Yeah, probably to remove those stupid things. While Unicorn is not very useful. Yeah, we'll toss Unicorn. It's not doing anything. We'll put in 3 Assassinates. Which I have in my sideboard, as I just showed. Do we put a 4th Assassinate? Yeah, we do. And we toss Tidal Wave. We don't really need it. Okay. Seems good. Alright, let's do it. So I just sided in 4 cards. The Assassinates are for the purpose of killing his, the 1/3s, because they're the most like they help him mill. Cathedral is probably not gonna do very much, so we just go Mind. I guess I could have sided up Print Hub, but there's not anything else good to put in. Yeah, Reanimate's definitely going away. So he's got like a lot of defensive tricks. Let's get rid of Reanimate. That's his best card, so get that off the board. We mill anything exciting? Oh, complete trash got milled. So thanks. I think I want this one. Could sack it, but this could hit for 4 damage every turn. Though I'd have to keep in mind he has flash freezes and stuff. Yeah. So I think we just sacrifice it now. Because, I mean, what am I going to do with this? Yeah, okay. Prinha seems like a reasonable play here. And then we Vampirism next. I think we're just going double Dominion, because, I mean, what am I playing from nature? I just have the Treyans, but he just milled 3 of them. And I cycled out the Unicorns, so... Yeah. Sexy Abuse. That's pretty good. So he did get a good thing there. Soul Flames? I mean, if I play Vampirism, he might be compelled to trade. Maybe. We know he has, I think, 2 Flash Freezes in hand, so he might do that. Or do we just kill this? Hang on, what's this? Oh, okay. I could just Helmet. Yeah, Helmet's tempting. Hope I don't regret this. Next turn I can play Vampirism and hit for like... Well, only Prinha gets bumped. So she gets bumped to 4-4. The reason I'm afraid is because I have to assume he has Vampirism. Does he have the other Flash Freeze? We go level. Prinha gets the 4-4. But if he had a Flash Freeze, wouldn't he just play it? It does make my Vampirism play a lot worse, though. So maybe we don't play it. I think we go actually Mutant. He does have Flash Freeze, so the Vampirism play would have been incorrect. Oh, I see. He's gonna end of turn Flash Freeze my Mutant, I think. Well, this is gonna die, like, next turn, so I'm just gonna sack it. Because he's gonna end of turn Flash Freeze and then Hero Power my board. And then I just lose the whole board anyways. So there's no reason to keep Prinha. Just get a card out of it at least. He did not Hero Power. Well, we're definitely gonna assassinate this garbage. Vampirism gives me 1 more life, but perhaps better is Raven. Well, we're attacking regardless. And I guess Raven is just as good as Cloning Vats. Succubus is gonna die. I assume he got back a Reanimate. Okay, that makes sense. I am so glad that this Hero Power is now 4 cooldown and not 3. Because it'd be really annoying to deal with. It should always have been at 4. Like, 3 for something this good. 1 damage and shock everything. That's insane. I'm actually surprised he didn't Hero Power. Is he just gonna get her back? And just put the Reanimate right back? Okay. I don't know if he has Flash Freezes. That's difficult to know. Now I gotta need 2 Vats. We're basically never going up 3 aspects. Do I just Soul Flames this? I think so, because he can play spells for, like, free. Let's hit the face. No Flash Freeze. Oh, he would have definitely played it here to save himself some HP. Let's play that. And a Vampiric Ashes, I think, is a pretty good one here. Because it can threaten... It can do 5 damage with Vampirism, which is really, really good. He still hasn't hero powered. He's still not hero powering. Succubus. Okay. You definitely don't need this. Nature, whatever. Mind Extortion. So these getting bumped up in life is a pretty good deal here. So he's probably gonna block this with the little spirit. So do we just kill the little spirit? That seems like a waste, to be honest. So this can hit for a lot. So little spirit blocks this. We should kill Succubus, probably. Yeah, even though he blocks this. Or we just don't attack with the mutant at all. And I mean, he's gonna hero power probably anyways. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna do it anyways, so... This trade is inevitable. He does it that way. But I do 1 more damage because of it. Is he now gonna hero power? Finally! It's like, he's been delaying it so much. I think we definitely play this. Okay, he's got nothing. Alright. So we play Vampirism. Bump. Bump. And that's lethal. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I can't attack. Oh, I'm so stupid. This guy over here, I thought I could just casually attack. So, I basically wasted a bunch of mana. Because I could have summoned the thing from the Vats. That was really stupid of me. Is he gonna resurrect Succubus? I'm guessing, yeah. Well, this thing is still pretty scary. And last we checked, he had nothing in hand. So we should be fine. Oh, Fuzz, you stupid, stupid man. So this is gonna get a freebie hit. I should kill this, almost certainly. Wait, yeah, I couldn't have attacked, okay. If he wants to trade Raven here, I'm fine with that. I can bump it up more. Nah, that's fine. It's still good. He's definitely in defense mode here. Is he playing? No, he can't play. I was gonna say, is he playing Bezrock? He needs three aspects. Okay. We're in the home stretch. Double Vampirism should give me the win here. Maybe. Does it help to mutant this? I can't lethal him anyways. Let's just go all in here. Force him to block. Maybe. Maybe he doesn't block. No, he has to block. What am I thinking? That's not worth keeping a Revenant. I can just make a new one. Do I want some cards? Or do I want more bodies? I think we just stick with the bodies for now. He top decked Flash, which is a nice card. Did he mill any Bezaroks yet? Still no. That's kind of lame, but it's not. So he drew a card draw card and then another card draw card. So that takes care of the slave problem. Okay, well that's that. Well, considering how badly I was getting my ass beat by Dobritze with this deck, I'm surprised this went this way. Alright, Fuzz survives round 1. See you next time.